So we'll continue here. Did the full review of Google advertising. Now we'll jump into Meta ads. Similar ad service to Google, it does utilize pay-per-click. So you're paying, your budget is used based on the clicks you're receiving in terms of instant forms submitted through leads or phone calls, or if you're running a traffic campaign, a visit to the website. It utilizes Facebook and Instagram platform placements. So Facebook stories, Instagram stories, Facebook Marketplace, Reels, really, really big influence in terms of video placements that we utilize now, since Reels on Instagram and Facebook have kind of taken off. The big difference between Google ads and Meta ads is there is no search intent on Meta ads. Ads are served based on the location that we're targeting, which is generally a 15-mile radius around the community. And that's not just for users located in that radius, it's also users who may have interest in that area as well. And Meta's perceived intent of the user. So similar to Google's Performance Max campaigns, since there's no keyword search intent with that type of campaign, Meta utilizes a similar structure where they're gonna analyze the users on their platform and basically serve the ads to the users they believe have the highest intent based on their previous search history or their activity on Facebook or their activity on a number of different websites. And again, utilizing instant forms and phone calls. So the instant forms are a form submission that will go directly into the CRM. So the tracking is set up so that when someone submits that form that lists out their name, email, contact information, that form will be correctly attributed in the CRM to Facebook or Instagram, and the phone calls as well. We have a social tracking number that's set up. So when someone makes a phone call, it'll direct them to the leasing office, but it'll be tracked as a call that came from your Meta advertising. Three main campaign types for Meta. Lead generation, the most common campaign type, similar to search on Google. It's the campaign we normally launch with all of our new accounts on Meta advertising. Service to the most qualified users, again, based on Meta's perceived intent. Remarketing type of lead generation campaign, discuss remarketing briefly. This focuses on remarketing the ads to previous website visitors, basically trying to double dip and make sure that we get those users that may need additional touch points to submit a form or make a phone call. And then we've got traffic campaigns focused solely on just driving users to the website, specifically the property website normally, or any page that we'd like to direct them to. This can be the community website, or it can also be the landing page that we utilize in Google advertising as well. So lead generation campaigns on Meta, very similar to search ads on Google. They're really designed to optimize for conversions, collect the contact information, other details of the user, potential customer, and prospects through the on-platform forms or through the phone calls, like I mentioned, through the tracking number. Really seamless user experience. It takes one click on a Facebook or Instagram ad for the instant form to be brought up, and then that's where the user would input their information. So it's honestly a better experience than even the Google search ads, since they have to make multiple clicks to get to that landing page. For Facebook and Instagram ads, they simply have to make one click on the call to action, and that will bring up the form for them to contact the property. Really measurable results. One thing Meta does really well is give us details on each advertisement that we're serving. It'll provide us all the metrics that we need. It'll compare our ads to competitors and other ad services that are trying to capture the same audience we are. We can see how we rank in terms of conversion rate, engagement rate, the quality of our advertising. So that helps us make a lot of different decisions that can influence how the ad structure and how the campaign structure is in the future. And it's really cost effective. One thing I'm sure we've noticed, or you guys have noticed from your properties or just in general, we normally see a lot more leads come through from Facebook, simply because, again, there's less steps to submit a lead. You don't have to go to a separate web page. It's all on that same Facebook or Instagram platform. And Meta does a really good job at serving ads to users that do end up submitting a lead or submitting a form, making that phone call. There is a higher potential for poor lead quality. Similar to what I mentioned with Performance Max, because there isn't that keyword search intent, there's not someone directly searching for a keyword or search query that would serve that ad. There's a much higher potential for poor lead quality in general. limited targeting availability. We're not able to target specific audiences like we are on Google. We can't target specific cities or areas like we can on Google either. We normally keep the radius generally what it's started at, again, a 15-mile radius around the community. There's just, in general, a lot less we can do on meta ads due to certain restrictions on the platforms compared to Google. And then platform ad fatigue, generally we've seen, just in general, sometimes there's ad fatigue from Facebook ads and Instagram ads, those scrolling through their Facebook feed. Because the Facebook ads look so similar to Facebook posts, people can much easier kind of just scroll through and not even pick up on the advertisement itself. With Google, it stands out a bit more with the sponsored advertisement, with the different placements and images and videos we use. That's the one benefit that Google has in terms of ad fatigue over Meta. It can get a bit repetitive for users seeing the same kind of ads and such and posts on those platforms. Any questions on lead generation for Meta? Awesome. And I'll jump to a slightly different campaign type, the remarketing campaign. Again, similar to lead generation, it really checks the same boxes that lead generation optimizes for, trying to get the most conversions possible. But we're essentially implementing an audience into this campaign to retarget those who have previously visited the website. So any users that had visited the website and then exited the website, if we implement a remarketing campaign on Meta, we give them the URL of your property website, and it will dive into the audience of users who have previously visited that website in the past. And then we can remarket an ad to them. It gives us a bit more of a specified audience. We can personalize the messages that we have on the ad copy and such, since we know they've already come in contact with the property before. And we generally just see improved return on investment in terms of what type of leads convert to leases, and also conversion rates on our platform as well. Since we're serving the ads to more specified audience, we're likely to see conversion rates on Meta and our ads increase as well. There is a limited audience simply because we're trying to target those website visitors. There's been times where ads have served at a much slower rate, since Meta is trying to target specifically that audience and specifically those users. There's times where they might not be able to serve ads to who they want. Diminished impact and limited control. Again, with the limited control, we don't have a ton of control in terms of who the ads are serving to. Yes, we have the website visitors as the main remarketing audience, but there could be a lot of website visitors who maybe are just exploring and aren't necessarily ready to submit the lead or ready to submit a form. We can't get any more granular than that like we can on Google. So there is a similar aspect to lead generation campaigns that we talked about previously, limited control overall for these campaigns too. For traffic campaigns, to mirror it to a Google campaign, it's very similar to display. The main focus is just driving users to your property website or a specific destination from the Facebook or Instagram placements that we're running. Increases brand awareness, improves overall traffic in terms of clicks and website visitors. And it also helps us build an audience if we want to utilize a traffic campaign in conjunction with a remarketing campaign on Meta. We can do the same thing that we do on Google to build the audience with the traffic campaign and then utilize that audience in a remarketing campaign. Much lower conversion rates compared to the other two campaigns. It's not optimized for leads, so it's optimized to get the most clicks possible. Which means there's potential for lower quality traffic as well. Since the ultimate goal for this campaign is to get clicks and visitors, we're not optimizing for the most qualified users or the most qualified visitors. We're simply trying to increase traffic and get users to visit whatever destination we have implemented on this campaign. Any questions on the traffic campaign?